What's up guys? I'm here gonna do a quick update video on some corn snakes I got a few weeks back. There's 4 new ones, and I'll probably also show you the corn snake that I decided to hold back. So real quick, I just wanted to talk a little bit about corn snake genetics. So a lot of these snakes that I show you, I'm gonna be calling them by the genetics that I know are in there. There may be some extra genes and some extra things going on, but there's no way really to tell unless you breed them out. So, and then also all the mutations are recessive. So we've been captive breeding for so long that all the possible hets and everything, it just makes for every time you breed 2 corn snakes together, you kind of don't know what you're gonna get. You get some surprise genes and surprise things floating around there. So it's part of all the fun of breeding corn snakes, and just keep that in mind when I show you some of these guys. So first I wanted to show you the holdback that I have from the pairing I did this year. So it was an A-male paired to an Anery het for snow, that girl that I showed you in the beginning of the video that I was holding. And I just picked back the baby that seemed the brightest, the most orange with nice red blotches in it, and with, you know, a good amount of white bordering the red. So I just decided to hold back one female just to see, you know, how she grows up, and maybe I'll breed her in the future, maybe I won't, but I just wanted to kind of be able to keep a snake from that clutch and say, hey, I grew her up from a baby and then bred her at the end of the day. So, you know, that's my thought on these guys. They're not powerhouse breeders or anything like that, but I think she looks very, very nice. The best thing about breeding is obviously being able to pick your own snakes. You know, you get to keep back whatever you want. So what I have right here is an Oca T Tessera female. Since she has no patterning on her side, she probably also has motley, or also stripe can do that. Just the way that the pattern's broken up a little bit on her back, I'm gonna guess that there's probably motley in here. So I'm gonna assume that she's an ultra Mel Tesoro motley, but you never really know. All I know is it's a very good looking snake, and I can't wait to grow her up and see what she looks like as an adult and breed it out and see for sure what we get. So a lot of these guys, what I'm really going for is I want a lot of ultra Mel and ultra stuff. I just really like the way the ultras are. The ultra is actually a hybrid snake, so it is a corn snake bred to a gray rat snake, and it's a mutation that comes from that pairing. So next up, what I have here is what we're calling an Oca T Tessera. I can't be for sure what it is, but you can see it has a Tessera patterning to a certain extent, but it just goes away on the sides. It just stops at a certain point. And then also, you can see from the belly, it is a pied belly. And then also, it is a solid orange belly besides the pied marking. So I can't say for sure what this is. Maybe it has some blood red in it. Maybe it has hypo in it. Not really sure, but from what I know, it's an ultra. This is another one. Can't wait to grow up and breed just to see, you know, what we can make and what we can further, you know, this coloration. And as far as like the pied gene and stuff like that, this is just a really unique snake that I'd look forward to working with in the future. So now this snake has the same genes supposedly as the first one we showed. It is an ultra Mel Tesoro, but as you can see, it is a classic Tessera as far as the patterning goes. So on the sides, you know, there's all this crazy wacky pattern, and there's more of a stripe across the back here. So, you know, fully patterned ultra Mel. As you can see, they all have Tessera in there somewhere. It just is a gene that I love. I love the pattern mutation, as well as the ultra Mel with the Tessera. You know, gives it a much more of a red and yellow look in comparison. That, you know, something that you don't find in many other snakes out there, whether it's corn snakes or different species. I mean, red and yellow is pretty rare to see together, unless you're talking about maybe, you know, your milk snakes and stuff like that. So last but not least, I have a Oca T Tessera. So if you guys remember, I actually have another Oca T Tessera, but this one's just so different. I mean, there's a lot of variation in Oca Ts or in, you know, normal corn snakes in general. They range from like very red to very orange, and then there's even brown ones. If you look at the different locale stuff, you know, they're all over the place. And this one just seems to have much more of a like hypo looking like black marks. The blacks aren't really black, they're more grayish. And then my other Oca T is just very, very red, and this one's more orange. So that's why I picked this one up. It was just a little bit different, and then it kind of looks like an Ultramel. So maybe if I breed this with some Ultramel stuff, I'll get better looking Ultramels eventually once I have the A-male gene in this and everything. So that's kind of my plan with this one. I mean, I really, really love these snakes. I'm definitely going for a very particular color scheme. Definitely trying to bring out those reds and those oranges. So thank you guys so much for looking at my new snakes. Now these guys are obviously still pretty young. It's gonna take me probably 2 years or so to grow them up to breeding size at least. They are somewhere around a year, maybe more like 8 months. They are pretty small still. I'm gonna get them going pretty good, and no rush on these guys, but I'm excited to breed them in the future. And lastly, of course, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you made it this far, you're on the team.